What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe and we are back here with another Trove. Look at all the beautiful people that we have around because I'm finally starting to appear online a little bit more and be outside of D&D. Now, that said, I pretty much have to go into D&D when I'm recording because otherwise I'm just getting spammed over and over and over again by invites, whispers, and stuff like that. It's very distracting, it's very chaotic, so unfortunately that's just how it is. But otherwise you can see all the beautifulness. If you see your username, there you are. How you all doing, folks? I hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I don't even remember whether or not I said that or not. I don't know. Might have a little bit of frame dips today, just because it's backup day, so I'm backing up all my videos onto two external hard drives that I have just because, yeah, rip hard drive space, right? Now, we got a couple very interesting things to talk about, folks, but first and foremost for the giveaway today, we're going to be giving away three Mario and Luigi Mario. 3 stellar items. So thank you to Shiny Tyranitar for this beautiful melee weapon right here, which is maximum health second stat, but eventually the devs have talked about letting us swap out and randomize the second stat. It'll just be a special event that'll last for probably a week. Who knows when that'll come into play. And then there's just these 2 puppies, 2 extra stellars that I ended up finding randomly. And yeah, so if you want any of them, you're gonna have to punch the like button, be subscribed to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your username. And if you've won, Scarlet the Spire will reply to the winner's comment and let you know. Now, without further ado, folks, there's quite a few things we gotta talk about in regards to one of the newer patches that's coming out. From what I've heard, because, you know, the devs stream and all of that stuff, they are going to be changing, I think it's this week, I don't know, that'd be pretty quick if they're actually throwing that in this week, but swapping gems from character to character is going to actually cost, both shadow ones, it's going to cost cubits instead of just being able to swap it with Flux. Now, the reason that they're doing that is because the devs are trying to dissuade people from, what's the button there, the contest. So for the contest, usually people like just have 1 or 2 sets of really good gems that they end up swapping to any of these other classes, and then they just win over and over and over again. So there's tons of people that have this, keep getting the Chaos coin over and over, and it's just impossible for other people to end up winning. Now, that said, this is not really a strong solution for that because technically speaking, you're still going to be making enough cubits that you could spend it all to swap your gems over onto any of the other classes. I'm not the type that does that. There's just some people that actually do it. So the contests themselves are very rigged and it's very unfortunate. And honestly, who cares about the contests anyway? They suck. Now, the one thing that they're trying to get rid of with the cubits is they're trying to make it so that they can't swap their gems as much, blah, blah, blah. But once again, unfortunately, the devs don't seem to be taking into account new players because as far as the new players are concerned, that sucks because that is a ton of cubits wasted swapping your garbage gems over as you're getting stronger and stronger. And that sucks because as a starting player, there is so many things that you're spending your cubits on. You're spending it on flasks, you're spending it on mounts, you're spending it on wings even. It's ridiculous. And the fact that they're gonna add even more things that are gonna take cubits is just crazy. Oh great, this game rocks. I had to rush into D&D. The other thing that I'm sure you've all noticed is just how unstable and broken the game is since last week's patch. It sucks, and honestly speaking, I don't know what features, what bugs the devs are actually aware of and whether or not they're gonna end up fixing them. They did end up putting a couple hot fixes out last week that fixed a couple issues, yeah, but the game-breaking ones, no, those haven't been fixed. There's also still the issue where when you go into a deconstructor, you can't actually deconstruct the first item. You have to right-click it twice, and it's just these little things that just keep happening that are very annoying, not to mention the game constantly crashing, and I mean, even for me. But you know what I found out the other day? Joe was telling me that somebody else, sorry, I forget the original person that discovered this, but You know how since day one we've been talking about how this game is completely unoptimized? Apparently, somebody ended up figuring out that Trove isn't multi-core. Now, what that means for those that don't really know that much about computers is there's your video card, right? Your graphics card. Most computers in these days use 2 graphics cards and thus giving you twice the power or a little bit under just because of compatibility, blah, 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 blah. But needless to say, Trove is one of those games where even though I have 2 GTX 780s, which is very, very powerful, it works for what I need it for, you know, I haven't really needed to upgrade for a couple years because of it, and that means that I'm not actually using both of my graphics cards. I'm only using one GTX 780. So that completely, as soon as I heard that, it was like, yeah, okay, that totally makes sense. That is why this game is so unstable, because they're not utilizing the full power of everybody's computers. And that's disappointing, because the devs have talked about, I think they talked about it like months ago, saying how, yeah, we might end up doing something like that and making it multi-core, but honestly speaking, that just means that it's probably not going to happen, or it will happen too late, unfortunately. So I know we kind of talked about most of those things today, folks. I just wanted to get all those out of the air so that you all know what's going on. Still having a blast, and I do want to also point out, I have mentioned this in some streams that I've been doing recently, where lots of people have been coming to me saying, dude, are you quitting Trove? You're not playing that much. Blah, blah, blah. I'm still playing this game plenty, everybody. Just because you don't see me online, either I'm in hide mode, or quite simply, I'm on an opposite shift, because I'm a human being. I sleep. Actually, just kidding. I'm a computer, and I just get turned off every now and then, just because otherwise I'll overheat. But anyways, folks, just wanted to clue you in on all of that stuff. We got lots of other craziness coming around. The devs have also mentioned that they may end up starting, like, doing patches every 2 weeks, which is a little bit disappointing to hear, but they should have been doing that a very long time ago, especially with all these lackluster patches. Who knows when that's going to end up taking place? It might end up being tomorrow's patch. I don't know. But either way, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for your continued support. Love every single one of you. Side and stay epic.